You're listening to the Public Health Entrepreneurs Podcast with your host, Dr. Charlotte Huntley. Greetings, everyone, and thank you for joining me on this episode. Welcome to Public Health Entrepreneurs, the podcast for visionary leaders who are ready to transform public health and healthcare through innovation. I'm your host, Dr. Charlotte Huntley, and as a public health entrepreneur with over 25 years of experience in healthcare and public health, I understand the unique challenges and opportunities that come with bridging multiple disciplines. If you are a high-functioning leader with expertise across different fields, whether you are a medical doctor or pharmacist that also have a master's of public health or public health training, or any other interdisciplinary professional, you know that what it's like to see opportunities that others often miss. You understand the gaps in our current systems, and you have ideas about how to make things better. But sometimes having unique perspectives can feel isolating or a little scary, and I understand it. I completely understand. Today's podcast episode, we're going to specifically talk about the interdisciplinary advantage, sharing some actionable steps and setting our intention for the week. Try this on and just see if it fits for you. This week, I embrace my unique combination of expertise as my superpower. My diverse knowledge isn't a burden, it's a lens through which I see opportunities others miss. I like that one. I think that it may resonate with a lot of you. And if so, keep it. Try it on. If it doesn't, tweak it a little bit. But we're wanting to set the intention for the week. See if that resonates with you and feels aligned. All right, let's dive into some reflection questions for you. I have 5 for you. All right. Number 1, what unique insights do I gain from my combined degrees? Think about that. You want to craft a response for yourself. Right now, you may want to just write down the questions or make note of the questions and then pause and have some time to reflect over them, a few moments to craft a response for yourself. The second question I have is, where have I held back from fully utilizing all of my expertise? I've been through that, and I'm thinking to myself how many times I've kind of reflected through that situation. And those of you that have that very diverse background, you find yourself compartmentalizing sometimes, or you'll hold back to kind of fit in because others just don't get you. But where have you held back from really fully utilizing your expertise? The third question, reflection question for you is, what opportunities am I seeing that others might miss? I experience this quite a bit, and I'm going to even share that depending on where you are, you may feel like, okay, I see these opportunities, others are missing it, they are discrediting it or don't pay any attention to what I'm suggesting, so it doesn't really matter. I felt that way once upon a time. Don't believe that if you feed that to yourself. What I want you to do is just make a note of the opportunities that you see that others miss, and then we'll take action on it later. All right, so number 4. How can my diverse background solve problems differently? And then the 5th question, what barriers have I created in my own mind about merging disciplines? I had a lot of them. So do not feel bad if you have created those. But those are your reflection questions. I'd like for you to take some time to reflect on those and craft a response. And then after you've done that, here are some specific action steps. The first one is to conduct a professional audit. List all of your credentials and trainings. And that may take some of you a while because you have so many letters behind your name and you've taken so many different trainings and certifications and so forth, but list all of them. And all the credentials and specialized trainings. Map out your key skills from each discipline. So if you have insert any doctorate level degree and then any master's level degree, and then if you have a bachelor's and so forth, some of us really did the most, myself included. But list your credentials and then map out the key skills from each discipline. So maybe your discipline is, you may be public health, pharmacy, law and public health. That's a great combination, by the way. But map out what your key skills are from each discipline that is represented when you do your list of credentials and specialized training. And then identify overlapping points. Where is there some overlap? And then also note any unique combinations. That could be a really fun exercise to do the professional audit. All right, so here's the second action step. Number 2 could be opportunity analysis. So document 3 challenges in your field. Remember, challenges represent opportunities. So document 3 challenges that you're aware of. Don't overthink this one. Work with what comes to mind for you. Brainstorm solutions using each discipline. There's no harm here. This may take a spreadsheet for a few of you. I remember having a client a few years ago who I provided worksheets during this type of an exercise, and she had to take the worksheets and move it to a spreadsheet. And she created multiple tabs in her spreadsheet to really just, when she started brainstorming, everything was just flowing. So if that happens for you, don't try to, control the flow of ideas or thoughts. You've probably been bottling this up for a while. So just find a way to capture it so that you don't feel limited. So brainstorm all the way through. Have fun with this. And then create integrated approaches. If you do have a lot that you pour out in this exercise, it doesn't mean you have to address everything at one time. I think what I encourage you to do is to focus on the parts that rise up for you that are, really are more top of mind or closer to your heart, or you feel that they're like low-hanging fruit and the others are already documented. You've got them captured. You can go back to it at any point, but you don't have to work through every single idea that you write down or put in your spreadsheet. Okay, so one more thing under opportunity analysis is evaluate feasibility. And I'll leave that up to you. Number 3 for action items, network development. So identify 2 peers with similar backgrounds. This helps with the isolating feeling and the unicorn feeling that I described earlier. Schedule 1 connection meeting. That could be really, that could be a Zoom call. It could be a coffee meeting at a coffee shop if you're local. Join 1 interdisciplinary group. And then find an opportunity to share your unique perspective. Networking is very important. So there's some ideas for you under network development. Number 4, knowledge integration. Choose 1 current project. List contributions from each discipline, from the previous steps, the action steps that you took, and create integration points. Document your potential innovations. Those are the 4 action items. So we talked about, I give you some reflection questions. Once again, I'm going to read the intention for the week that I propose. This week, I embrace my unique combination of expertise as my superpower. My diverse knowledge isn't a burden. It's the lens through which I see opportunities that others miss. Okay, so I ask you to try it on for size. And then I shared reflection questions to help you dive in a little bit more. And then I gave you several action items, the professional audit, opportunity analysis, network development, and then knowledge integration. Setting an intention along with these action steps will help you create a framework for how you want to experience your week. They help you stay aligned with your values and maintain focus on what matters most. None of those actions are intended to be time consuming. You can do this in a matter of a few minutes, or you can spread it out and do a little bit across the week or dive into it. It's really up to you. Now, I realize that you may be ready to work with someone more closely to fully explore what's possible for your vision. As a public health entrepreneur who works with high-functioning interdisciplinary leaders, I provide the trusting soundboard and guidance that you may be looking for. Feel free to reach out to me through our website to explore the options for working together more closely. Our website is publichealthentrepreneurs.com. All right, everyone. Until next time, have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you for listening. Visit publichealthentrepreneurs.com to learn more.